Namaste and welcome to your Vinyasa flow yoga practice. My name is Jillian and I'm honored that you chose to practice with me today. We will begin our class in a child's pose. So coming to the back of your mat with your big toes touching, open your knees as wide as is comfortable. Walk your hands forward and melt your belly over the legs, resting your forehead onto the mat. Today's practice will be energizing and a little bit of a flowy, quicker paced class, and it will create a beautiful mind, body, and breath connection. Taking a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Gently lifting the head and heart just slightly away from the mat, enough so that you can weave your right arm underneath the chest and then settle down onto the right shoulder. Feel free to walk the left fingers forward and up to the top right corner to find a side body stretch. Returning to your breath and noticing any sensations and how you feel today. Slide the left hand back down, lift the heart, and reach the right fingers forward, weaving the left arm under the chest. Feel free to walk the right fingertips over towards the left, rooting down to the right hip, coming deeper into your body. One more breath in, and a breath out to gently lift yourself back up. And return to a child's pose here. This time walking the fingertips forward and lifting the palms away from the mat. Really finding a deep side stretch and lengthening through the torso. With your next inhale, ground down through the palms and pull yourself into a tabletop pose. Shoulders stacked on top of wrists and hips on top of knees. With your next inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, and open across the heart space. Then follow your exhale to curl through the spine, bring chin to chest, and tuck the tailbone. Inhale, lift the tailbone up, press the belly down, and pull the shoulders back. Exhale, contract through the belly, chin to chest, and open between the shoulder blades. Follow your inhale and your exhale. Begin to find a flow state here. You can even close the eyes and just tune into the sensations through the spinal column. Adding intuitive movement, maybe shifting forward and back onto the hands. And not worrying about what this looks like, but just allowing yourself to move freely through the body. Beautiful job. Return to neutral, and then walk your hands to the left side of the mat. Coming into a twist here, you can bring your gaze around to your toes. Breathe in, breathe out, come back through center and walk the hands all the way over to the right. Taking a few deep breaths in and out. Beautiful job. Inhale to come back through center, hands underneath the shoulders. Then walk the hands forward, dropping the hips into a plank pose. Lift the knees, engage through the shoulders, open between the shoulder blades. Resist the mat. Press down through the right fingertips, then drop the right knee down and kickstand the heel out towards the right. Send the left toes long to the bottom of the mat and reach the left fingers across the chest and up to the sky, opening across the heart space. Breathe in And breathe out, maybe reach the fingertips towards the top of your mat, lifting through the hips. Beautiful job. Stay here in this side stretch, or if you'd like, you can pick that back foot off the mat and reach your left hand towards the outside of the ankle or shin, just creating a bow shape here, pressing the belly and heart forward. Gently release, tuck those back toes back down, plant both hands down to the mat, and send your right toes back into that plank. Beautiful job. Open gate on the other side. Left hand grounds down, the left knee turns out, and the right toes are long. Reach the right fingers up to the sky and open across the heart space. Stay here, or maybe reach the right fingers overhead, deepening that side bend. Maybe finding that sugar cane variation, picking the back foot off the mat, reaching your hand for the heel, the toes, or ankle, and creating that bow, kicking the foot into the hand and the hand into the foot. Release the toes if you had that grip. Close the right hand down to the mat and step the left toes back into your plank. Take a deep breath in through the nose and a breath out to lower through your chaturanga all the way down to the belly. Hug elbows to the sides and breathe in, lift the heart cobra pose. Breathe out, lower back down to the mat. Tuck the toes, lift up through tabletop, and come into a downward facing dog. Breathing in and out. And feel free to move through the body here, pedaling out the legs, lengthening through the hamstrings, the calves, and even the backs of the knees. Beautiful. Now finding stillness. Ground down strong through the hands. Step the feet out just a little bit wider. You have a wide-legged stance. Ground down through the left palm and reach the right hand towards the left leg, calf, or ankle, pulling your chest over towards the side for your down dog twist. Take an inhale to reach the right hand back up, and an exhale to reach the left hand towards the right leg, anywhere that it can reach. We will be coming into this pose a couple more times, so it's okay if you're not too far into the twist. Release the left hand down to the mat, bend deeply into the knees, and step up to the top of the mat. Inhale into a halfway lift, and an exhale to fold. Allow the head to rest heavy here. Relax through the shoulders. Maybe grabbing for opposite elbows, ragdoll pose. Maybe swaying the head yes and no. Release the elbows and roll up vertebrae by vertebrae up to stand. Reach the fingers up high, interlace them into a fist. I'm so sorry, you cannot see my hands here. Inhale to find length, reaching up out of the hips, and exhale, hinge over towards the right, sending the hips over to the left. Use a strong core and a breath in to rise back up, and an exhale to take it back over to the left. Feeling the stretch through the right side body. Maybe lifting your chest and gaze up. Breathe in to squeeze the core and lift yourself up through center. Breathe out to release the hands, bringing them behind the back into a fist. Press the knuckles down towards the mat and lift up through the heart space between the collarbones. Gentle back bend here, engaging the core. Take an inhale to rise up and an exhale to fold all the way forward, keeping the hands into the fist but reaching them away from the low back. Gently release the hands to the mat. Heel toe the feet towards each other, squeezing the legs and knees together. Sink the hips down, breathe in, reach the fingers up. Exhale, hands to your heart center, chair pose. Inhale to find length through the spine. Exhale, twist to the left. Right elbow hooks outside the left thigh. If this variation is too much, you can extend long through the right arm and place the left palm to the low back. Breathe in, palms to touch, come back through center, neutral spine. Exhale, twist to the right, left elbow hooks outside the right knee, and maybe finding that other arm variation. Make sure to pull the left knee back in line with the right. Inhale, hands through heart, back through center. Find length through the spine. Exhale, fold, lift the hips, plant the hands, and step back into a plank pose, dropping the knees here for our first vinyasa, and slowly lower down to the belly. Lift up into baby cobra, maybe floating the palms. Exhale, plant the hands down and lift up through tabletop and into a downward facing dog. We'll move through that same sequence 2 more times here, getting a little bit quicker each time. Step your feet out as wide as the mat and reach the right hand towards the left leg. Maybe pulling the gaze underneath that underarm. Breathe in to release. Exhale to twist the left hand to the right leg. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, plant the left hand down, bend deeply into the knees, and then step up towards the top of your mat. Inhale into a halfway lift, and an exhale to fold. Breathe in, reach the arms up, interlacing the fingers, find length and lift out of the hips. Exhale, hinge over to the right. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, hinge to the left. Keep the chest lifted. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release the hands into a fist behind the hips. Open across the heart space, squeeze the core, maybe lifting the gaze. Exhale to fold all the way forward, reaching the hands away from the low back. Step the feet towards each other, release the grip with the hands, sweep the fingers up in front of you, chair pose. Inhale, find length. Exhale, twist to the left, right elbow hooks outside the left knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right. Inhale through center. Exhale, sink into your chair. Heel toe the feet towards each other and fold down, plant the hands, step into your plank. Lower chaturanga all the way or halfway, maybe flipping up onto the tops of the feet, upward facing dog. Exhale to come over the toes, press up, down dog. Step the feet out wide and take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out, right hand to the left leg. Notice how deep you can get into your twist this time. Inhale, right hand down. Exhale, left hand, right side. Inhale, back through center. And exhale, bend into the knees, look up to the hands, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, rise up. Sweep arms up high, interlace the fingers. Exhale, hinge over to the right. Use your strong core. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to the left. Inhale. Exhale, release hands into the fist behind the back body. Find that heart opener. Exhale to fold forward, lead with the heart. Press hands away from the back. Inhale, sink into your chair, arms up, arms forward to heart center. Exhale into your twist to the left. Breathe in through center. Breathe out to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to fold, plant the hands, step to your plank, lower through your chaturanga. Flipping onto the tops of the feet for your up dog or finding cobra or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Give yourself a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Send the right toes up high to the sky, 3-legged dog. Take an exhale, step the right foot forward between the hands. Drop the left heel down, toes turn out 45. Breathe in, sweep arms up. Breathe out, lunge into the right knee, warrior one. Full round of breath here. Shift the weight forward into the right leg. Pick the left toes off the mat, hands to heart center, warrior three. Bend deeply into the right knee, open the hips out to the left, and step the back foot down into your warrior two. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, reverse warrior, flip the right hand up and over, lean back. Exhale, extended side angle, right forearm to the thigh, reach the left fingers overhead. Inhale to rise up, warrior two. Exhale to soften into the knee. Inhale the left arm forward, turn the hips to face the front of the mat, come onto the toes of the back foot. Exhale, fold over the leg, plant the hands. Send the left toes up high to the sky behind you for your three-legged dog. Option for a vinyasa or one-legged vinyasa. Shift the weight forward. Keep that right leg lifted as you lower through your chaturanga. Inhale into your up dog, placing the foot back down to the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful flowing. I will do it on the other side. The left toes extend behind you, 3 points. Exhale the left foot forward. Breathe in to rise up. Exhale to lunge into your warrior one stance. Full round of breath. Then hands come through heart center. Bring the weight into the front leg and pick the right toes off the mat. Toppling tree or warrior three pose. Inhale to bend into that left leg. Step it back, warrior two, softening into that left knee, bending your lunge stance. Reverse warrior, left palm flips up and over, right arm comes back. Feel the stretch into the left side body. Exhale into your extended side angle, reaching the right hand up and over, maybe lift the gaze. Breathe in, reach the right fingers back, come into your warrior two. Inhale, right fingers forward, square off the hips to the front of the mat, high lunge, back heel lifts. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold, plant the hands and step back into your three-legged dog, lifting the left toes. One-legged plank if you would like. Shift the weight forward, shoulders beyond the wrists, and lower through your vinyasa, elbows glued to your sides. Inhale, lifting the heart up dog or cobra, settling the left foot down. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll move through this one more time. Right toes up high. Exhale, bring them forward into your warrior one stance. Inhale to rise up and exhale to lunge. Inhale, toppling tree. Weight comes into the right leg. Exhale, open warrior two. It's okay to fall out like I just did. Try to stick with your breath. Use your inhale to reach the right palm up and over, reverse warrior. Exhale to sink into your extended side angle. Breathe in to rise up, warrior two. Exhale to lunge. Inhale, the back fingers reach forward, square the hips off, high lunge. Exhale to melt the heart down and send the right toes all the way back up, 3 point. Find your vinyasa here if you would like, lowering through your chaturanga. Inhale into your upward dog and exhaling into your down dog. Stick with me here. We've just got one more side. Left toes reach up high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward. Right heel comes down as you reach the arms up and sink into your warrior one stance. Hop onto that left foot, pick up the back toes, and exhale, open the hips, widen your stance for your warrior two. Reverse your warrior, left fingers lift up. Exhale into your extended side angle. Forearm to the thigh, right fingers up and over, maybe lifting the gaze. Inhale the right arm back and exhale into your warrior two. Breathe in, high lunge, squaring off the hips. Exhale to fold, send the left toes back into your 3 point. Find your plank if you would like, and lower through your chaturanga, finding your upward dog or cobra pose and meeting together in your downward facing dog. Drop the knees down, feel free to take a sip of water and take a little bit of a rest here, and we'll meet together in a tabletop pose whenever you're ready. Maybe moving through a couple rounds of cat cows here. And just noticing the breath, the heartbeats, and any sensations in the body. And coming back to a neutral spine. Reach the right arm up high to the sky. Exhale, twist the arm underneath the chest and weave it underneath you, coming to settle down onto the right shoulder. Feel free to walk the left fingers forward or placing the hand to the low back, or you can just keep it in front of the face. Focus on deep belly breathing. Closing the left hand down under the shoulder. Inhale the right fingers up high to the sky and exhale, place it back down to the mat. Taking it to the other side, breathe in, left fingers up. Breathe out, weave the arm under the chest, coming to rest onto the left shoulder. Find whichever variation you'd like with your hand here, reaching it forward, maybe to the top left corner or onto the low back. Trying to keep those hips lifted on top of the knees if they have started to sink back. Slide the right hand back down under the shoulder. Use your breath in to sweep the left fingers up high, and a breath out to place it back down to the mat. Walk the hands forward a paw print, tuck the toes, lift the knees, and press up, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Stepping the right foot forward between the hands, walk your hands and point the toes towards the long side of the mat, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Weight is in the toes, but heels are pressing down to the mat. Place the right fingers underneath the face and sweep the left fingers up high to the sky. Coming into a twist here, maybe lifting your gaze. Follow your exhale. Left hand takes the place of the right as you reach the right fingers up high to the sky and look up. Take an exhale, close the right hand back down, and see if you can walk that right palm a little bit closer towards the left toes, then reaching the left fingers up high to the sky, deepening your twist. Exhale, closing it down, the left hand towards the right side, the right fingers up high. Exhale to close it down. Walk the hands all the way over to the left. See if you can reach right hand to the ankle, shin, or maybe the thigh. Option for a bind, bringing the left hand to the low back or the right hip. Gently release, take it to the other side. Left hand to the ankle or leg, and the right arm wraps around for the bind. Pulling your belly and chest towards the thigh. Beautiful job. Use your next exhale to close it down, hands under the shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, walk the hands forward to frame the right foot, turning toes to point forward. Drop the back knee down and untuck the toes. Find a grounded low lunge. Feel free to stay here or maybe wrapping your arms tightly around your thigh and giving yourself a deep hug here. And release the hands to the mat. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee, and step back into your downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward between the hands. Walk the hands and point the toes towards the long side of your mat. Wide-legged forward fold. Finding skandasana or side lunge, bend into the right knee, sink the hips towards the right heel. Press up, lift the hips through center, then drop into the other side, pulling the right toes to the face. Take a few flows here. Side lunge into the left leg, then breathe in, lift up. Exhale, side lunge into the right leg. Once more here. Last one. Press up, wide-legged forward fold. Exhale, walk the hands towards the front foot. Turn the toes, drop into your low lunge. Staying here with the palms grounded down, or you can begin to wrap your hands, your arms around that left thigh, giving yourself a tight hug. Release hands to the mat. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee, and step the left foot beside the right, downward facing dog. Option for one more vinyasa here, shifting shoulders forward beyond the wrists into plank. Slowly lower through your chaturanga, either finding an upward facing dog or a cobra pose. When you're ready, make your way into your downward facing dog. Dropping the knees down to the mat, nice and wide, toes come to touch. Sink into a well-deserved child's pose. Stay here for as long as you need, or maybe coming up to get some water and making your way into a comfortable seat whenever you're ready. Maybe sitting up onto a block if that's more comfortable for you. Bringing the shoulders on top of the hips, finding a tall spine, closing the eyes down, and just connect with your breath. Softly release the right ear towards the right shoulder. Find a deep stretch into the left side of the neck. But if you'd like to add on, you can maybe place the right hand extra softly onto the top of the head, or maybe walk the left fingers away from the hips. For more support, bring the right fingers, the peace fingers, underneath the temple. Inhale to lift the head back through center. And exhale to drop the left ear to the left shoulder, finding whichever variation with the arms and the palm that you'd like, maybe offering more support under the temple, or maybe adding the left hand gently onto the top of the head. Gently release and come back through center and give yourself a round of breath. Now, picking up your right shin, it might look more so like hands on the foot and the knee. But see if you can wrap your arms around the arch of the foot and around the thigh of the right leg. Just sort of like you're cradling a baby here. Try to lift open through the heart, lifting the chest, and maybe rocking from side to side, feeling a nice stretch into the right leg. To deepen the stretch, you can bring your right elbow in front of the knee and pulling the leg closer towards you. Softly release the right shin down. We'll take it to the other side, settling the left foot to the inside of the elbow and wrapping the left arm around the knee. Finding whichever variation you need, maybe making it a little deeper, pulling the elbow in front of the knee, wrapping around the front or the side of the shin, or you can just hold the foot and the hands, whichever works best for you. Softly setting the left shin back down, coming back into a tall spine. Take a deep breath in and sweep the fingers up high. Palms touch overhead. Exhale, release the right hand beside your right hip and lean over to the right, swinging the left arm up and over. Maybe coming onto the forearm, just making sure that the left hip is firmly rooted down to the mat. Rising up, pick the right hand off the mat and let the left hand fall beside the left hip as you take it to the other side. Opening across the side body, maybe even the chest, lifting the gaze. Use your inhale to pull yourself up, reach arms overhead. Exhale, twist towards the right thigh, planting the right hand behind you as an anchor and left hand to the thigh. Inhale to find a tall spine. Exhale to twist and find space. Maybe bring your gaze around to the right shoulder. Slowly inhale to release, coming back through center. And exhale, take it to the other side. Left hand behind you is your anchor, right hand to the left thigh. Inhale, lift through and out of the hips. Exhale to deepen into the twist. Inhale through center, sweep arms high. Exhale, hands through heart. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Honoring your body, honoring your breath, honoring your commitment to this practice. Feel free to take a shavasana here, or if you are ready to end your practice, press your thumbs in towards your sternum. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. The light in me sees, acknowledges, and honors the light in you and knows that they are the same. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed your practice, and then I'll see you again in the next video.